There are all the states that have done it. So I don't see why we can't do it here.
Decriminalizing marijuana. It seems that law enforcement and Governor Cuomo are on two different sides. Cuomo first made his push to decriminalize marijuana in 2012, but it was rejected by Senate Republicans. Good evening, I'm Amanda Shavari. In Cuomo's 2017 agenda, he wants to remove the, quote, criminal penalties that too often result in over-prosecution and jailing of non-violent individuals. But not everyone agrees with this plan from the governor. Nina Porciuncula spoke with supporters of the proposal and law enforcement officers. She joins us now from our newsroom. Nina?
Law enforcement officials say if this becomes law, this is definitely a public safety concern. But those who want to decriminalize pot say there are more important issues in our area that we should address.
Make it legal, but make it sure that when you impose that law, make sure that people understand what the law is.
James Perotti supports Governor Andrew Cuomo's push to decriminalize marijuana. Cuomo argues that the criminal penalties, quote, too often result in the over-prosecution and jailing of nonviolent individuals. James says the governor's plan would help law enforcement focus more on the real drug problems in our community.
I would see people who are dealing with heroin and crack cocaine go to jail, yes. Those are the most dangerous drugs of them all.
If the governor has his way, people who possess small amounts of marijuana will not face penalties anymore. But marijuana dealers and people who use in public will still be arrested and charged. Greece Police Chief Patrick Phelan has some serious concerns.
Violence and drugs go together. There's no question about that. I've seen it myself. I investigated a triple murder right here in town that involved people that were involved in the marijuana trade.
Chief Phelan says the laws are fine the way they are now, and if Cuomo's proposal becomes law, we could be seeing more traffic deaths.
People are getting in cars and driving, and they're killing people, and that affects every one of us. So to me, that's probably the biggest issue.
That's something that Chief Phelan and James Perotti both agree with.
When you're out drinking and driving, it's the same law that should apply with drugs. If you're impaired while driving, yes, you should be going to jail for that charge.
Under the current state law, people caught with small amounts of marijuana for the first time receive a fine similar to a parking ticket. But if the marijuana is in public view, you can get arrested. Nina Porciuncula, News 10, NBC.